It may not be better than the first Poltergeist, but it is a worthy sequel. Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, is the sequel to Poltergeist, and this time is not directed by Tobe Hooper or Steven Spielberg, but is based on characters created by Steven Spielberg. This time is directed by the late director Brian Gibson, who directed the biographical film What's Love Got to Do with It, starring Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne as Tina and Ike Turner. So, the plot of Poltergeist 2 is the Freelings have escaped their haunted house, which is now being studied by paranormal investigators, including Shaman Taylor. And when Taylor realizes that the beast, masquerading as the Rev. Kane, knows where young Carol Ann Freeling now lives, and he goes to warn the family that their daughter is once again in danger. And in her words, they're back. And so, to protect Carol, her father, Steve, and the rest of her family must plot down to take the beast. Or plot to take down the beast. This movie, again, not better than the first Poltergeist, but it is a worthy sequel. Now, I'll just say right now what I don't like in this movie. And the first thing I don't like is we don't get an explanation of what happened to the daughter, the other daughter character, the young. Now, I did read that they were going to show her going to college, but because of that, because of the murder of the actress who played her, who she was basically murdered by her boyfriend after the first film was released, they didn't film that for the final theatrical release of the film. But I will simply say that there are some pretty darn creepy moments in this movie. They're very creepy, they're very cool, and they're very inventive. I do love the designs that they come up with, including the design of the Great Beast version of Kane, created by H.R. Geiger, who created the xenomorph for the original Alien. Him and his colleague Cornelius D. Fries, they did the designs for the film, and I do like the designs. I like the appearance of the beast, and I do like the flying chainsaw. That was pretty weird, but it was pretty cool. And at one point, this was going to be in 3D, but several scenes were filmed to take advantage of the process, and they decided not to go with that. The music by the late Jerry Goldsmith is really good. I really like the score in this movie. And this is the first PG-13 Poltergeist movie, because as PG-13 wasn't invented at the time of the original film came out. And The PG-13 rating, again, was created in '84 in response to films like Gremlins, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, people complaining being too dark and too violent. Now, I will say another thing I don't like is the constant screaming, Carol Ann, Carol Ann, Carol Ann. I'm like, do we really have to do this? Carol Ann, Carol Ann, Carol Ann. Okay, I get it. You don't have to keep saying Carol Ann more than once. But, of course, the writers from the first film are back. I like the acting. The acting's pretty great. Love the performances of the cast here this time around. And I don't mind Zelda Rubinstein as Tangina. I don't mind Tangina. I know some people didn't care for her, but I didn't mind the Tangina character. Overall, Poltergeist to the other side, again, it's not better than the original Poltergeist and is not as great or still of approval worthy as the original, but there's still some fun to be had with this. There are some things I actually liked here, and I'm going to give Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, I highly recommend it. So, I'm going to, of course, yeah, that's my grade. So, let me know what you guys think about Poltergeist 2 down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And I shall see you guys for Poltergeist 3, which is the disappointing one, but it's not a bad movie. This is Future Filmmaker 39480, and you guys keep it cool. Bye.